People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. If you don't know, in Jamaica, in these garrison, whenever there's any sorts of rivalry, be it internal or external, any sorts of gang feud for power, for donmanship, it always ends up BLOODY. It is almost like fishing in a bucket, because most of these people know each other. They went to the same school, they are friends, them know them mother, them know them father. So therefore it is easy pickings. It is like duck season, when things hot. I am speaking about an incident that involves a couple of places. A place called BURGHER GULLY, 17 Lane, Jarrett Lane, along Mountain View, Vineyard Road section, Vineyard Town section. A couple of days ago, or a day or so ago, two people lost their life. Those two persons is this man right here, construction worker, and also a 8-year-old known as DJ. Now people, the information is kind of sketchy. That is information from the street, information from the popo. However, it is said that a man known as Talis sent out a hit on a man known as Kojo. The two people that he allegedly sent, word on the street is not always 100% correct. They were Cooley, or the son of Cooley and the son of Rooster. The hit was supposed to take place BURGHER Lane, 17 Lane, BURGHER Gully, 17 Lane, in that vicinity. However, them hit the wrong people. Kojo's brother, Kojo, who was the intended target, his brother, who is said to be innocent, they just lost a father. It is said that Kojo was warned before, listen, you lose your father already, you need to take care of yourself. However, Kojo, being a skilled person in the gangsterism, knew how to avoid being taken out by the hitmen. His brother was not so fortunate. So Kojo's brother lost his life, and also DJ, the little 8-year-old, he also lost his life. In the description of this video, there is a link of part 1 of this video, in which the mother of DJ, the 8-year-old, she was giving her piece and telling you exactly what transpired, what went down. Now, after the hit attempt on Kojo, and they got Kojo's brother and the 8-year-old, pretty much two innocent people, but you know the policy, if them can't catch Quaco, them catch him shot. Now, after that hit or failed attempt, in which two innocent persons lost their life at BURGHER Gully, they then went to Jarrett Lane for reprisal. The picture on your screen is said to be the two youths that lost their life. Two youths were found in some sorts of commercial cement bag, wrapped up, folded up like some sorts of people in a sheet. Those were the two. It is said that them bust them throats, and then them put them in a cement bag or wrap them up in a sheet, and them fling them out by Vineyard Town. So people, you heard, or in the first video, like I told you, the link that is in the description, the mother of the 8-year-old DJ spoke. I am going to let you hear or listen to the voice note of the mother or the family member of Kojo and Kojo's brother that lost his life. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Our next one that I'm husband brother son. Then back and come to the yard. So the back then come to the yard and then just come out. That's the boy now.
So we don't come in the yard and shoot him?
Yeah, yard and come and go. One will catch up and he will like ramp it in the yard. But I think that one day, that the one will be shooting, the one kill my son, I will go for them to come kill.
So why do you think you know about it?
Eh?
Why do you think you know about it?
The one I know the one they want to kill. Last one they want to kill, but she will not take no talk from them, and they want to run good and they want to be done. And him to be done because him born and go and them no want to take no talk from my son. So the one no way send go for them to kill him. No. Him no attend my son with them. Thank God you see him say. I hear me coming in there. Say him to tell him brother say like when father did. I'm burying for going back when you the car for going back when they know how to tonight.
Now people, like I said, this is preliminary. However, it kind of coincides with what I say, in which a man named Talis went to hit Kojo. Kojo is said to be the person that is supposed to be the Don of BURGHER GULLY. In the vicinity, 17th Lane, you know you have Jarrett Lane, you have Mountain View, you have Vineyard Town. In that section, right, there's a small place. Different places in the same vicinity. So therefore, Talis put out a hit on Kojo. Talis sent Cooley and Rooster son allegedly. Remember I said this is word on the street. It is not always 100%. However, something in a something. So you hear the grandmother, not the mother, family member is telling you that they contacted Kojo's brother before. I think that person's name is Joel, don't quote me. And they were telling him, warning him, tell your brother Kojo, say listen, your father lose him life already. You don't want to lose your life. So therefore, take for yourself, do something before something do you, before something do the rest of the family. So therefore, those persons kept their word. They did not catch Kojo. They did not catch Kwako, but they definitely caught his shirt. And they caught other persons, meaning DJ, the 8-year-old that had nothing to do with nothing, none at all. Now people, here's the thing. Sometimes these people are held hostage by these criminals, these so-called dons, that are pretty much a set of parasites because they help the community in no sort of way. The most that they do is take from them, pretty much put them in an arm's way, KILL them, cause them to get KILL whenever there's any sort of internal or external conflict with anybody, the opposition. So therefore, sometimes it is hard for me to blame the residents in these communities that pretty much shield and defend these criminal elements all the time, because they know what they are doing. They know who are responsible. They know who are the crime producers in the era. However, they don't speak up until or unless it reaches their doorstep, unless their family member is taken out directly, as in a son, a little boy, as it pertains to DJ. So therefore, it seems as if they are psychologically under bondage, or them just pretty much scared, they are shook. And them know say if sometimes them turn to the po-po, even the po-po will give these people information, because sometimes the po-po themselves are in the pocket of these criminals. They might take all sorts of bribe. So pretty much these people are stuck between a rock and a hard place. However, if you want any sorts of change, the change has to start within. You have to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, is this what I want for the rest of my life? Is this going to be the path, the future for the rest of children here? Somebody needs to take some sorts of stance. Somebody needs some sorts of balls, intestinal fortitude, strength within to stand up and actually talk. But people like me say, if you're scared, you can't turn to the po-po, you can't turn to the bad man, you can't turn to the don. However, what I realize is that they have normalized this type of behavior. They make it seem as if it is okay, they don't run the place. We don't have no MP, We not have no politician. We not have no government. We not have nobody, none at all. So therefore, the Don is our own resort. They protect us. They tell us when to move. If and when the place come, we can go through. If not, we just tolerate exactly what is going on. So people like me say, do something before something do you. And people, in this case, what we see is some innocent people losing their life as it pertains to Burgher Gully, as it pertains to Jarrett Lane, I am not sure. However, with those last two people will lose them life, I got a video, and in this video, the people them are vowing, listen, reprisal, it is going to be swift and it is going to be sure. So what we are going to see is an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You take 1 or 2 of ours, we take 1 or 2 of yours, until it just goes like a revolving door of reprisal. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, you and I know that Jamaicans are a set of innovative people, especially when it comes to negativity. When it comes to criminality, they always find all sorts of innovative way in which to rob, scheme, hurt or take away a person's life. If you look at your screen, this is a picture of a road in a Montego Bay, St. James, that is. If you look, you see that there are some contraption, at least 5 or so of them, in the middle of the road. Both sides of the lane, left and right, east and west, north and south. Those contraption is something that is used to flatten people's tire. In the dark of night you are driving, and unless you are aware of what is in the road, you are not going to see it more than likely until it is too late. When you get a puncture from the tire, probably you don't even see it. The only thing you feel is that your tires are flat. Next thing, you pull over, and some man jump out of the bush, wheel and pop off all sorts of 9, 4/5, tall up rifle in your face. Rob you of your belongings, chain, watch, money, whatever it is, or even worse, take away your life. People, I am not sure what is going on in Jamaica. However, at the rate at which we are going, we are just a stone's throw away from being Haiti, in which gangsters are pretty much overrunning the place. So in other words, the decent, law-abiding, tax-paying citizens, they are held captive, they are held hostage. And the criminals, they are out and about, they are running rampant, without any sorts of impunity. So therefore, them can do just about anything where them want. Nobody not there to stop them. Until, of course, them can't get play. However, in the meantime, how many Jamaicans are going to get robbed, are going to get hurt, are going to lose their life? When is the system, meaning the relevant authority, actually going to put down their foot and get a hold of this crime monster? Maybe no time soon, unfortunately. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is called the kettle is calling the pot black. Thief no likes a thief with long bag. Now people, there's been a whole bunch of controversy brewing as it pertains to the DPP's office. We saw that a lady, an ex-top DPP, is trying to overthrow the present DPP, Paula Llewellyn. She is saying that she is incompetent. She is saying that the people in the DPP's office, they are not pleased. Her track record is not very good. She has a history of losing a lot of the top cases and people, such is the case. It is actually true. Is she an incompetent lawyer? Yes, if you ask some people, it is going to be mixed reaction. So anyways, separate and apart from that, Isaac Buchanan, who is some sorts of constitutional lawyer or something for the PNP, he did an interview with some sorts of blogger. Have not seen the interview as yet. So he is pretty much comparing Paula Llewellyn to her adversary that they are clashing with in the DPP's office. And he is saying that Paula is the beast and the next lady is beauty. A lot of people got in their feelings, and a lot of people are saying that his statement is chauvinistic and that it is very inappropriate. He needs to take it back. He needs to give a public apology, and the PNP, they need to fire him because this is the most despicable thing that anybody can do. Now, why I say that it is the heights of hypocrisy. How many billions of dollars have been stolen by these same politicians who are now acting as if they have some sorts of moral, ethical compass to stand on? We are speaking about our Prime Minister, a whole bunch of controversy. We are speaking about our Finance Minister, Mr. Nigel Clark. We are speaking about that incident as it pertains to SSL, where they are pretty much defending and shielding the criminals from SSL. It is not as if we are asking a question as if these people are guilty. However, we cannot get any sorts of result, all sorts of promises. So therefore, when we think about somebody that is saying controversial, and then we have all sorts of thieves in a high places, notorious criminals that have a criminal history, that we can point out and say, yes, this is wrong. Jamaicans lose billions of hundreds of millions of US dollars through these criminals over the past couple of years, or even worse, these past decades. So the question I have to ask is this: when since did these politicians become the saints, become so righteous, where they are now self-righteous and describing somebody as unethical? People, these hypocrites need to stop. Do not point any sorts of finger when you are doing the same thing. Do not be practicing the same thing, but you're not preaching nothing none at all. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.